Happy New Year everyone, Dark Horse here, and this is my first video ever. I'll be uploading occasionally some summoning videos, some common videos, and some guild quest videos, and today this is a guild quest guide. So let's not waste any more time and get started. First, let's start with the rules. Guild quests are quests with some limitations and rules where you need to use some units, specific units, to get through these difficulties. Normal, hard, very hard, and maybe nightmare in the future. We won't know until K-Lab announces it. So for the rules, we need to look at the killer. Basically, you need to use a unit that has a killer for the units you'll be going against. As you can see here, it's no affiliation. So units with a no affiliation killer have damage times 5, which is a huge boost, of course. And it's difficult to get by without using those specific units. And then you can look at ranged resistance. So basically you'll need to use units that are melee, or if need be and you have none of the melee units required, you can use a ranged unit with ranged resistance and unification. So let's get started. First of all, we now have 10 tickets every day, and we'll get started with the normal difficulty first, then we'll get through the hard and very hard. So you have 3 team members you can use. Let's look at the filter. So this is the killer. So Reaper Captain Squad 0. So as you saw, it's a no affiliation killer and melee. So here you can see these are all the units. But for the normal difficulty, honestly, you can just use 3 level 200 units and you can get through. Even if you have their special move, special move level as level 1, you can get through with level 200, I guess. So we might as well go Jin. The thing is, the first unit you want to pick is an SP unit, a strong attack unit, and the second unit is a attack unit. So you know that by looking at the attack stat and the SP stat. If the SP is greater than the attack, it's a strong attack unit. If the attack is greater than the SP, it's a normal attack unit. So the first unit you take is an SP unit. The second unit is a normal attack unit because he will be the main hitter, while the SP unit is the one who gets all the enemies together, restricts them, applies status element to them, or hits them strongly. But this is the main attack unit, the DPS unit. And lastly, you want a boost, someone who strengthens both units. We can go back here. I'm not sure if any accessories or links are necessary for the normal one. Let's try it. Because as long as they are level 200, I think that's more than enough. But let's see how this works. Alright, so my first attempt was unfortunately not what I expected. So we can try again. As you can see, we will still go with no accessories or links. We just need to be a little bit careful by dodging and just as long as
But it will Yeah.
Accessories and things. That seems like it. There's no use getting out. So we'll give them some accessories. You can sort them by spiritual pressure maximum to the like that. Yep. And since it's a no affiliation, it doesn't really matter, but we can go with that as well. I believe this should be more than enough to get by. Let's try. So for the normal difficulty, it's really good accessories and links for all 3 units. So that's for the normal difficulty. Let's get to the hard. Because the hard is where the fun starts, where you get more rules that limit your play even more. That was for the normal. So for the hard, you can see that we have the special move damage is halved. So you might want to give your main strong attack character the tension tie, which gives double special move damage to counter that. And here you can see that ranged attack resistance, but there is also range damage halved. So I think even if you use a melee, a ranged character with a range unification, range resistance unification, even that damage will be halved. So it's best to use melee units. So let's start. Here we'll need to get a little bit serious. So we can go with white. As you can see, attention tie to give special move effect plus 100% to counter that limitation. And we can give him strong spiritual pressure. You might want to... The thing with the hard difficulty is that there is no pause between bosses. So you want to give them your character full stamina damage as a character link, like Chad here, damage inflicted at full stamina. For me, it doesn't really matter, but you can go here, full stamina damage as a soul trait, and take these units that you have. Chad, Zangetsu, White, because that strengthens the all attacks you give, including the special move, the soul bomb, which is really great in the hard difficulty because there is no pause between bosses, so you can simply kill all bosses with one soul bomb if you have a strong enough character. Now for the second character, you want one that has a that's your main DPS. It's a melee, a normal attack damage character. So this, as you can see, Yami here is the best suited for this guild quest. And we can give him attack, accessories and links, normal attack, accessories and links, because he will be dealing the main amount of damage. But the thing here is that we have white who won't be needing help, to be honest. But in normal circumstances, you'll need a main DPS unit who will be giving damage. For the last unit, if you have Orihime, Maid Orihime, she is the best unit for Guild Quest because she has a boost and a shield. She will help shield Yami while giving a boost to white and Yami as well. So for her it doesn't really matter the accessories, to be honest, but let's give her SP accessories. Yeah, like that. But for the Link it matters because you need the boost to recharge quickly. So you want the assault rate to be reduced, strong attack cooldown. You want them 14%, and lastly another 14% to make it as quick as possible. So let's start. I'll try to not finish it quickly by white, so I'll be moving all around and I'll let Yami control the situation. And I'll let you see how Orihime gives shield. It's so bomb here. As you can see, the strongest bosses have been almost entirely killed by white. And that's how you beat the hard difficulty. And of course you get rewards by increasing your score. There is a limit to the score at normal difficulty and then at the hard difficulty, but at the highest at the moment, unless they return the nightmare difficulty Guild Quest, we have the very hard Guild Quest. So it's same rules as hard, but the thing is between bosses there is a pause, a 5-second pause, I think. So you can't soul bomb your way through it. So you'll need a no affiliation killer, melee. I'll try Yuha because he is basically unstoppable here. You can go with white, he is as strong, if not better with his soul bomb, maybe. No, Yuha has a better soul, has a more damage in his soul bomb because he has devastation, 60%. So we'll give him no affiliation killer. Here in hard and very hard you need to get stickers, especially stickers that have the killer that is assigned for that Guild Quest, because it gives a 40% increase in all damage to your enemies in that Guild Quest. And you can give it spiritual pressure as well. Now you go for the links, and now you're looking for a recharge and a full stamina or strong attack damage. It doesn't really matter, but since Yuha here is strong with his soul bomb, we can get full stamina as well because he's really strong with his soul bomb. I think that looks good for Yuha. Now for the second character you need a main DPS unit. I'll go with Yami. You can go with Orihara or Yami, maybe Urahara or Yami. They are similar to, because they both have weaken resistance. Oh no, not weaken resistance. We want fire resistance because this Guild Quest has burn. So you want your main DPS unit to either have complete status immunity or fire resistance. It's good to have his attack at level 10 because otherwise you won't be dealing damage. You won't be going through the defenses of your enemies. So any damage you deal won't affect them. You want to give him here the best normal attack, strengthening accessories and links. Attack. You want to give him here normal attack damage because the trick here is that Hime or Hime will be shielding him from any harm, so he will be free to deal damage as long as you use your strong attacks with your main unit correctly and don't. Yeah. The accessories for him, it doesn't really matter because she's not dealing any damage. She doesn't have either the killer or the strength enough to go through their defenses. But we want to give her the highest recharge so she can give us the boost and the shield as quickly as possible. And that's it. But here we'll need to take it a little seriously because we want to get a high score in very hard and clear. Any mistake here, if you don't have a shield from your human, you'll be dying. As simple as that. And look. Leave the enemy for it. I saved the first strong attack for the first. Now we have the third strong attack really easy video. But white is now I lost it. As you can see, of course you need to concentrate and not make any mistakes to get it clear as fast as possible to get your highest score. And then you get the rewards, of course. And that's it. That's the guide for Guild Quest, mainly. And you have 10 tickets per day. If you're still starting player, it's better to start with normal and get to the hard and get through as many bosses as you can through the hard. And after a couple of months, after you collected Guild Quest units like Yami, strong SP units like White and Yuha, 1 or 2 out of 5 to make it easy for you without depending on RNG. And if you inflict status ailment and gets boost to your attacks because of their where is it? Yeah, status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%. If you get a status ailment on your enemies, you'll get an 80% boost to your attacks, which is amazing. But that depends on RNG. If you don't have the correct unit or a unit that doesn't have increased chance to inflict status ailment. And that's it. I know it sounds easy, but going through the very hard for the first couple of times, it's difficult. I just started 6 months ago, so I know how difficult it is. But that's the guide to Guild Quest. I'll be uploading some summoning videos in the future. Maybe I can show you some of my lucky times and some of my worst times where I get shafted so hard I can't even form coherent thought afterwards. But it was nice meeting you, everybody, and hope to see you again in the future. Goodbye.